The following is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's up, Deadites? Welcome to part 4 of What If Deku was the son of Black Lightning. Fast forward about a month. Every Titan shooting for the school got in, except Izuku and Francis. I'm not saying they failed their test or anything like that. They utterly aced it. Jefferson was at a loss for why his boys weren't listed amongst the students that passed, and would have choice words with the judges from the Justice League. The Big Six were in charge of the selection, and oh boy, Jefferson is pissed. Are y'all blind to something? Those two dominated the exam, and let's not forget all the rescues they pulled off. Jefferson also pointed out that Static and Hotstreak rallied the students during the escape portion of the exam, and for the first time ever, everyone made it out alive. Don't worry, the exam is pretty virtual. Back to the point, though. Batman spoke up. Jefferson, your boys aren't the only ones who didn't make the cut. Damien and Helena are out as well as Donna. Jefferson did the math in his head. The judges had expelled just about every Titan that had actively fought crime. Jefferson knows about the team and threatens to go public, but Izuku flies in and stops him. Dad, it ain't worth it. If you reveal the team, the Justice League will lose a lot of credibility, and this school will most likely fade in popularity. Izuku was ready to take the L, but Batman handed him an different L of sorts. An official hero license was placed in Izuku's hand, along with a set of junior licenses for all the other Titans that had failed the test, and of course, the ones that didn't. The way Izuku handled himself proved that going to the JSA would be a massive waste of his time, and Bruce had told him that he was going to fail no matter what he did. Now, due to how much time he spends with his Aunt Talia, Izuku just thought this was a test. He now knows better, though. I'll take my license and the hush money to lead my Titans. Dick was right. You can be an asshole sometimes, Uncle Bruce. Now let me explain how the Titans work in this world. They still go about saving the day, and in this case, are stationed on the edge of Freeland, meaning they can answer the call to areas such as Metropolis, Gotham, and Central City. I'm not quite sure about Coast City since that one's kind of out there, but you get the point. For the most part, however, they are Freeland-based. The way a junior license works is you have to work as an apprentice to a licensed hero for a set amount of years, and learn that way. However, one hero can only be in charge of, 2 juniors. So 2 to 1, that seems like a fair ratio. Now, I'm going to tell you straight up, that's not enough. Like I said, it wasn't enough. All they had were 3 licensed heroes at the moment. Izuku made a deal with Bruce to secure a normal education for those who needed that. The way he saw it, heroes should have at least a high school level of education. He, Robin, and Gear were on college professor levels. Izuku didn't really have an intelligence quirk, but he thinks be far, far faster than any other human. The way he processes information, it's It's crazy. Biology time. Within the brain are cells called neurons, and they send small jolts of electricity to process and store information. His brain is essentially safely overclocked to, well, Threadripper levels. This isn't necessarily a quirk, but a side effect of one. The only time his mind is truly at rest is when he sleeps, but even then, I guess I'm using the wrong term, since there's a slight level of brain activity during sleep, dreams, and whatnot. Jefferson takes one look at Batman. How much of this was you, and how much was Izuku? You knew for a fact that the team wasn't going to be enough, and now you've effectively weaponized the Titans to be the public face while your team remains covert. Barry and both Johns were taken aback by this. You're telling me my nephews got failed for the sake of the team? Think of all the good that they could be doing learning. Jefferson stops his brother-in-law, and yes, you heard that right. The Pierce family had adopted Francis when his mother's health took a turn for the worse. I know I told you that she was in a psych ward. Well, she kind of went vegetative, and the choice was put in Francis's hands. He chose to give her mercy. The Pierce family made it official and would love him like he was their own. Now, he would make monthly trips to her grave alongside his new family. But back to it. You little. You're right. Going to JSA would be a waste of time for Izuku and some of his team. You know the rest of the Titans are going to refuse to go now, right? He stated the obvious. And of course, it was one of those like, ever say something and then realize once it leaves your mouth? Jefferson got a good count of the amount of licenses that were in Izuku's hand. Batman really had calculated all of them. Izuku made his way to his Titans and gave them a choice. They all chose to go with him. Izuku had talked to the League into giving Francis a normal license as well, since he had scored almost as high as Izuku, so 3 as now 4. Izuku had a plan to get 2 more. Dick wasn't going to like this, but they were a package deal. Hank and Dawn, Hawk and Dove, have cleaned up their act and have been clean for over a year now. I'm not gonna lie, Izuku had been fighting crime alongside Nightwing, Starfire, Hawk, Dove, and Arsenal. Considering that Izuku was amongst this many licensed heroes, he was cleared for hero work, and he had done that in secret for a while until his family found out about it. He wasn't in trouble, per se. Jefferson and Lynn were merely disappointed that Izuku felt that he had to keep his work with his, albeit older friends, a secret. Izuku wanted to get the band back together, and he had already made the call. Let me get this straight, kid. You got your L's now? That's great. Dawn and I will fly over there ASAP. Dawn's been missing you anyways, so be prepared to be smothered in kisses, Izuku. Hank and Dawn had taken Roy's not quite death, but coma the hardest. They even fell to drugs. Needless to say, Izuku and Dick got them clean, and they would probably want to do some sort of sponsor program to give back to others the way they were helped. Now, when I say fly, I literally mean fly. Their quirks are their suits in this case. It's rare for 2 unrelated people to have virtually the same quirk, but here we have such a case. The name of the quirks are as follows. Iron Hawk and Steel Dove. Flight is a given, and they can fly rather fast. Not Kryptonian level fast, but fast enough. The armor they create is tough, and the wings are bulletproof and can cut through a person like a hot knife through butter. Dove's wings are stronger, but Hawk's suit offers more protection. They currently lived in Cleveland, so it would be a few hours, even for them. They're only people, and obviously people get fatigued. I'll have a room ready for the two of you. Do you want a firm bed or a soft bed? Or do you want one of those dual comfort control type deals? Since, well, you're a married couple. Key to being married: know your spouse's preferences. Dawn liked a firm bed, but Hank really wanted a soft one. Ain't those comfort control beds expensive? Izuku explains that the bill is being footed by the Justice League to get them up and running. What he didn't tell them, or Dick and Starfire, is that Roy is awake and ready to kick some ass. He was an arm short, but Izuku and Lin had made him a cool-looking and functional cybernetic arm at Oliver's expense, and Izuku had begged Oliver to keep it quiet for the Titan reunion. Dick and Star weren't in the tower at the moment, however, so Roy was able to set up in peace. However, the sounds of arrivals could be heard. They're here, Izuku. We doing this now or what? Izuku just smiled and said, "Hell yeah, we are, brother." Izuku had instructed Roy to wait for a cue and began his speech for dinner. "Welcome, Titans, old and new. We are gathered here to celebrate our being official. As you all know, Hotstreak and I have received our licenses, and all of you children, sorry for using the word, but that's what we are, have been given junior licenses. Now, I know what you're thinking, but with the addition of Hawk and Dove, we can now be considered an institute for your apprenticeships. I'd like to remind you that the Titans aren't just a team. We are a family. And in the spirit of family, I would like to have a member that has been absent for quite some time carve this wonderful ham." Hank got up, but Izuku zapped him. 4 of the Titans' big 6 came to tears at the reveal. "Thanks for the good speech, Izuku. Hey guys, I'm back. I woke up a few weeks ago to find that Static over here had kept the spirit of our little team going, despite half of us being absent. You've put up a good team there, kid. Alright, enough mushy stuff. Let's eat." And with that, the Titans had their inaugural meal in the tower. A team was expanded and a family reunited. The kids had so many questions, and, well, the older Titans had so many answers. Miss Martian is on the Young Justice team, and Namuri made hero and was working for the League at the moment. Now, for those apprentices: Beast Boy, Robin, Superboy, Gear, Cyborg, Wonder Girl, Blue Beetle. Now, I'll leave a poll for you guys here. Does Huntress try again the next year? Does she take Izuku's offer to join the Titans? Or is she going to begrudgingly join the Young Justice team and do covert work? See you next time, Deadites.